Good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning. Every time you find yourself watching this video. Welcome back to the channel. Life is hard, don't complain. This is a couple of knives from my buddies at Blade City. And I see sometimes they have juiced my box here and gave me a little extra knife. Since I have two, what I'll do is I'll take a look at this guy first. I'll put this one away and we'll do a review on that one on the next video. So here we have a Vortex budget brand, but sometimes they put together some cool offerings. This is the Vortex model PWT419BK, which I didn't see it, don't know what Dan and them provided me. So let's see, Vortex, it's got a little keychain knife, if you would, with a carboner, very thin metal carboner. It's all metal, it's a frame lock knife. This knife, it's centered, it's got thumb studs, top flipper, jimping. Let's flick it. So it's 3CR13 steel, USA design, crafted in China. Like we said, this is a frame lock, very solid feeling little knife. We're not gonna do a too long of a review on this guy because it's just a little extra. Overall length of the knife is right at 5 inches long. The cutting edge of the blade is right at 2 inches long. Little tiny sharpening choil there. It appears the PWT stands for Pocket Weapon Tactical Series. This is the BK in the model number is symbolizing black. So this it's a little tiny guy that you could put almost anywhere. You can be in a little tiny pocket. It could be ultra concealable wherever you need just a last resort type knife. It's a super budget knife. The steel on Vortex is primarily 440, and I think that's a little sort of modified drop point blade. I appreciate it, Dan. Thank you, sir. This is cool. 440 steel is cheap, but it is easy to sharpen. So we like that. Really cool. It's nice to get a little juice with the box there, so to speak. So really appreciate it. The guys at Blade City are great. Here we have a shoes. This is a new company. This Shooziz knife tools, caution sharp edge, handle with care. It says model XUN119A-JGS is the model number for this guy. It says blades D2 with a satin surface and jade G10 handle. So let's take a look-see. I thought these were, Dan sort of introduced it on one of their whatnot shows as a new brand, and I looked and I was impressed by the look of the knife, the shape of the knife. So I said, let me give them a try. So we have a nice polishing cloth there. It's a big knife. Shooziz on the way. Important information about your new Shooziz knife. Thank you for, I'll read this because I've never purchased one of these before. Thank you for choosing Shooziz. Our commitment to constant innovation and translation ensues that all of our, I think they meant ensures that all of our knives will deliver the performance and unsurpassed quality. Registration can be completed online or you can use this form. And it shows you how to operate the manual folder knife. And they gave you a little canvas sack with it. So that is well and good. And let's see how they did. As a newer company, and I can't put the stuff back together. As a newer company, look, there is a ton of Chinese companies in the market right now. And they're putting out knives. It used to be a batch of knives a couple times a year, but now it is all the time. Now this thing is heavy. I already got a lanyard, and this is a big boy. The handle is 5.5. It's got a front flipper, which I've not mastered. Front flipper, jade G10 textured handles. They're pretty smooth, but they're not too bad. You do have this thumb area, so I'll deploy it with my thumb because I just, like I said, I'm not good at this front flipper. So let's try to open her up. It fairly smooth. It's a little over 4-inch blade, and with D2 steel. This style of blade, Shooziz XUN119A. So that's our model number. This nomenclature on this side, it may be a production number, FY1290. Not quite sure, and I'll have to look at what that means. It's got packing grease on it. Maybe that's why they said something about cleaning with dish soap. Let's see how difficult it is to clean this guy. Not too bad. It's not really a grease, it's just slight lubricant just to keep everything clean. Liner lock with some skeletonized steel liners, but very nice, fine, good. Let's see, full flat grind on this guy, so it's pretty darn sharp already. Big honking blade lines up fine. Let's look at how much she weighs. 163 grams, 5.75 ounces. So it's a substantial knife. It's a big old knife. But what I was saying, this style of blade, first and foremost, this knife is obviously not, if you watch my channel, what am I gonna say? I like blades that are what? Stabby and slicey, or slashy or choppy. This blade is not stabby. This is a utility knife, and it's more of a Japanese style. Gyoto. My Japanese pronunciations are not good, but it's basically a utility knife. There's some jimping that you can barely feel here. It's got a jade backspacer. It's a neat looking knife, but this knife would be on a shop bench or kitchen sort of oriented. It's built for chopping. The D2 steel will be good because it's gonna resist dulling pretty well. D2 is fairly easy to sharpen, but this guy, it's built for chopping and slicing. You could chop some herbs. I wouldn't use a knife with this shape as a bushcrafting knife, and with the jade handles, it certainly doesn't look like a bushcrafting knife. But this is a neat utility style knife, big boy, that I think anyone would enjoy using this for a quick prep or for a camp kitchen, things like that, when you don't want to bring large, overly expensive cutlery with you. These knives are budget as far as price goes. They're in the $40 range. So it's got a nice feel. If you want a knife that feels like substance, it's got some substance to it, then this one I think you'd enjoy. Actually, the blade's so large, action is not, you have to work to get it to fly, but the action's smooth. It's just big knife. And for what you're going to use it for, it doesn't have to have a, oh God, I got to get this thing out fast to defend myself, because that is not what this guy is for. Good utility type knife, and it's also a very attractive knife. I don't typically use lanyards, but this kind of knife I could see hanging on a hook in the kitchen or in the shop, so it's always in view and you can go and grab it. I don't know. These are pretty handles. This jade handle, it's a very attractive handle. So if you're in a shop in your garage, or you have a workshop out in the back yard or something like that, would you want to get this all greasy or something like that? Maybe not. So That's sort of a user's choice. It's my vote would be keep this guy in the kitchen as a handy grab and go knife, or if you didn't want to get one of the bigger knives out to dirty up, this guy would do it, and the cleaning would be fairly simple. So pretty cool. Shooziz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I guess someone could pronounce it something else, but that says Shooziz. So Shooziz, Shooziz, pick your poison. Anyway, I think it's a pretty cool knife if you're looking for that type, this style of knife, utility style. So with that being said, if you like this video, please like it and then hit the subscribe button. We do appreciate that, and we hope you... I'm trying to show a variety of knives because there's so many knives coming out these days. I like knives that interest me either aesthetically, but primarily for a purpose built. This one got me on the aesthetics. It looked cool. Dan introduced it as the first time they're offering these knives, and I wanted to support Dan and Nick and the Blade City guys, so I picked one up. So no regrets, because life is hard, and don't complain, and I won't. So until next time, you guys take care. Let me know if you have any questions, and be on the lookout for the next one. See ya.